What's up guys, Shane here from Fugatech 3D Printing, and today we're just a little bit different. We're gonna do a gear checkout, and today we're checking out the Pixel, and this is a wireless lavalier microphone system. Welcome back guys. So anybody who's been watching my channel for a while knows that the one thing I hate is this stupid cable on my lav mic. I trip over it all the time. I have this like crazy long cable that comes from the camera all over here to me because I record on camera just to make editing faster, and I think the audio quality is just fine. And I'm using a Rode lav mic, which is about $100. And I wanted to get a wireless system just so that I can move around easier. That'll make making videos easier. It should be easy for editing as well because it will still record onto my camera. So this company reached out to me a little while ago and they said, hey, we'd like to test this out. You know, we've seen you've been wanting one, so how about check ours out? So I am in no ways a audiophiliac or whatever it's called for audio snobs, but I know what decent audio sounds like. I personally think that the Rode lav mic does a good job of it. But I want to see if I can do this or use my lav mic with this and still record to my camera and still get decent audio. And again, this would kind of give me a chance to do some things. So first things first, let's look at the box, check out the specs of it, and then we'll open it up and dive right in. All right, so here it is. Here's the Pixel. This is the WM9 Pro system, and this is a dual lav mic system. So you have one receiver and two transmitters, and it can do 100 channels, going by off what the sticker here says. And so looking here at the specs, it's dual channel UHF. Transmission power is 10 milliwatts. So you're not gonna get crazy distance with this, but you're gonna get, you know, enough. 100 meters outdoor in an open area. So I mean, again, for me, going inside, it should be just fine for my uses. How big it is, its weight. Again, if any of this means much to you, there's a lot of things, headphone output, which is nice, so that if you're gonna record, you can listen at the same time. 100 frequencies. I'm pretty sure these runs just off AA's. They're not rechargeable, so that's kind of nice because it's one less thing to have to recharge all the time. And it does come with its own actual lav mic, but again, my goal is to actually use my Rode lav mic for it. And once we open it up, we're actually greeted by a kind of nice little carrying case, little hard case here. You know, aluminum and, you know, faux leather case, that's all right. And when we open it up, if we're not surprised, we should see the system here. All right, so we've got that. We've got the, most likely a warranty card, instructions card, there we go. So, tells you the transmission. Okay, we need that one. And then here's a larger instruction manual, which is half in Chinese, half in English. So here you do have the different models. So the WM9, so you can see they have the WM9, which is a single, the 9 Pro, which is what they sent me, the WM10, which kind of looks like the 9, I don't know, maybe there's a little bit of difference there, and it also does have just a standard microphone. So it's something I could do is if I end up going to IRF or MRF or anything like that, I could go ahead and buy this microphone and I could use that for interviews and keep myself laved up. So kind of an option to do, but you can do two different ones with this system, which is kind of nice. All right, moving in, let's see what's in the box here. So we have a little dead cat. Whoop, 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 it's super lightweight. So we have a dead cat. We have another dead cat. And for those of you who don't know what a dead cat is, what it is you put it over top of your microphone. So these have a little slit in here somewhere where these go over. And what it does is it kind of breaks up the, sorry, this is on. So there's a little better look at it there. So this kind of helps with wind. So when the wind blows, it brushes these very, very fine hairs and you don't hear that on your microphone. So that's what a dead cat does. Here we have a mobile phone adapter, so I can hook it up to my phone if I wanted to. Here is one of the lav mics, which comes with an extra pop filter type thing on it. Here's the other one. Here's the two antennas. And then, oh, it's got an XR connector here for it as well. That's interesting. So I could hook this up to kind of like a larger camera and be able to do that, but I'm going to be using just the audio jack on my 6D, my Canon 6D, which I do my main recording, and I have this sub camera here. This is a Canon SL2 that I use as well. And that's it for that. So here we have the receiver here. I get our antennas, put these on. And then this does, another nice thing that it has, which I will definitely be using, is this clip. So this clip goes on here, looks like so. And then now I can go ahead and hook this up to the hot shoe on my, what's a cold shoe technically, but I hook this up on my camera, and then it can just be sitting up there, and then we'll have the output from here will go into the camera, which is great. Let's see if we have mix and standard. This looks like the battery tray. Yep, so we got 2 AA batteries that go in there. All right, so that's the receiver, and then we have the 2 transmitters here, and they are identical. The microphone goes in there and screws in channel B and channel A. These have belt clips, which make me feel decent actually. Got some nice retention on them. I do have a USB on them. Not sure exactly what that'll be used for, but we do have that. Same type of little slider on here for 2 AA's. And we have the low cut on and off, so I'll have to read on what all that means for these specifically. Put that back in, there we go. It's got a nice flexible antenna so that it won't be too bothersome to you, because it kind of might be hard if you stick this in the back of your shirt and you got this like antenna like jabbing you. So that's not too bad. This is not bad at all. I mean, it's not like super expensive foam, and it's got kind of like the egg crate up top. It's all foam, it's all cut to shape, which is really nice to see. So everything fits right back in place. I can leave the antennas on that one. Actually probably just flip it over like that, that way that's there, and that still closes super nicely. So let's get some batteries in this and take a closer look on how we're going to set this up. All right, so the batteries are in. Now we're going to go ahead and boot these up. So let's turn on that one, turn on that one. So it's on channel 30, and it already is seeing it because this is gives our frequency in there. It's kind of hard to see, sorry. And you can actually change all of that, so we can set it. So we're gonna leave it on the default there. This is already on channel 30, and it's already looking at sees A down in here. Sorry, a little hard to see that. So again, we can change our channel, output level, channel level, easy enough. Let's grab one of their microphones. I'm only using the channel A transmitter right now just for simplistic testing. I don't really need to use 2 right yet, so we're just going to stick with what they sent me. And there's that. And we're going to get our output cable here. And these are all the screw-in audio cables. I'm sure they have a name, but I don't know. So output. Connect that in. And now for testing, what we're going to do is, right now you're listening to the audio on my 6D. So it's a direct, my lav mic is directly hooked into that camera, which is straight over there. The one you're looking at is my Canon SL2, which I'm going to hook this to, and we're just going to check the quality on both of them and kind of see how that goes. So let me find my audio input on this, which of course is under my screen. So hook this lav mic right about where my other one's at. Try to get close there, and I will clip that to my belt. All right, so right now, I have both audio hooked up, I think. I guess we'll find out. So right now, this is the audio from my Rode lav mic to my Canon 6D. And right now, this is the audio from the Pixel WM9 Pro lav mic setup with their lav mic. So we'll kind of see what the difference is here. All right, and now this is the audio from the Pixel WM9 Pro lav system, but I'm using my Rode lav mic instead of their stock supply one, which seems a little cheap, but again, I just want to kind of see what is it like with my own microphone that I really like and see how the audio sounds here. And kind of give a little closer look here at the dead cats. So I do see there's this little piece of elastic on here. So I'm assuming there is a little hole somewhere that I can kind of feel it there. That you would be able to put those on. Again, this is not something that I would use for me just because I tend to keep it under my shirt, but maybe I shouldn't, and maybe I would use this if I was outside or something. And I'll give you a closer look at one of the microphones because I'm obviously wearing one right now. But here it is, and it's just, again, a very just simple lav mic. I pull that off. So there's the actual receiver part of it right there. It's got the shirt clip on there. It's actually quite a heavy duty shirt clip. See there? And it is really strong actually. So, and it clamps down all the way. And I would say this is probably about a meter long maybe. They didn't say, I didn't see anywhere in the specs on how long it actually was, but yeah, it's about a yard, about a meter for your cabling. And they do have these, you can see there's the steps, but it is this kind of locking screw-on connector. This might have an actual name for it, but yeah, you plug it all the way in and then screw that down. That way your mic never comes out of the receiver, which I had that problem at IRF. If you guys watched my video, I actually had to record my BuildTak interview twice because my microphone came unseated a little bit from the camera. But with this, you know your microphone never comes unseated. So that is kind of a nice security thing, but I think they use that on more high-end stuff. And here's the XLR connector, and it has for the receiver, so it would go into the receiver, and then this would go into your more professional grade camera if that's something that you guys use, but I don't because I don't need to. So it also says here, if you're looking here at the channels, so the receiver has 100 channels and each one of the transmitter has 50 different channels. So the WM9 one transmitter channel only has 50. So but this one is dual, so you can have 50 different channels. So it gives you some spread if you have other stuff in the area. I don't, which is nice for me. So I don't have any interference. At least it didn't sound like I did when I did a quick little test on this. Also, it's telling me here that to use whether you use ST or mixed. So I'm using the ST for recording on a camera, which is what it said up here. You should use when multi-channel, mono channel. When using cameras, camcorders, please select ST. If you're gonna use a phone or a laptop or tablet or anything like that, you wanna use the mix mode. So hopefully I'll be able to use this in my live streams and we kind of get a check to see how it is on the live. And I'll use mix. I'll just need to remember that when I do the live streams with this, which I'll probably do very soon with one of these. Kind of give you a close up of the transmitter here. You know, very simple, you have a set, plus, minus, so up and down, and you have your power. Here we have a low cut on and off. Here we have the screw-in jack for the microphone, channel B. Here is the clip on the back. So that actually comes out if you pull it hard enough. So there's the clip, gives you a fair bit of movement, and I popped it out again. There we go. Here it tells us here, Freshshow wireless, video recording microphone, the frequency range of it. It uses 3 to 5 volts, and obviously made in China, just most recording. And here's that real floppy microphone I was telling you about. It does not come out though. So that is on there. So if you probably bust this, you might be SOL on that. And again, this is just one of the little filters that goes on the lav mics, which every lav mic pretty much comes with this. That's just what it needs. So I think that's about it. I can't wait to actually hear what the audio in this sounds like in post. And my camera is slowly sagging like that way. Goofy thing. Check 1, check 2. Check 1, check 2. Huh. It's only giving me one audio channel. So if I change to this, check 1, check 2. Oh, that is giving me 2 sides then. Huh, that's interesting. All right, so right now you're listening to the Pixel WM9 Pro with their supplied lav mic on me. And I just switched it from ST to mix, and it looks like I'm getting audio out of both channels now. Where on the ST, it was only single channel, so mono. I prefer having 2 channels because then you don't have to copy it over, personally, when you do it in the editing. So yeah, this is theirs now, and this is on my Canon 6D, which is my main recording camera that I record at 1080p at. That's my preferred camera. So I'm gonna switch to my Rode lav mic now. Okay, so now you're listening to my Rode lav mic on the Pixel WM9 Pro receiver system. So I just have it here on my hip for the moment, and my lav mic is right here, right beside where their supplied one is. They're right at my neck. Just right generally where I keep them. Some people put them up on their collar. Some people put them on the outside of their shirt. Some people have actually, I just had a complaint that my shirt is like crooked just because of I have the microphone clipped in there. I don't know, I don't really care how my shirt looks. I just care that it looks awesome. So let that be it. But yeah, so this was kind of cool. I really can't wait to hear what this sounds like in post. I'll probably put some transcribes up on the screen on if something sounds bad or kind of an afterthought of me, or I'll come back and record Shane from the future, but I hate doing that because it's time consuming, so I might not do that, I don't know. But excited to kind of test this out. This is really just a first look, and obviously it was a super simple setup. If I end up having to use this second channel, which again, this might be really awesome for doing interviews if I ever make it back to Earth, or if I ever get to go to Murph, or anything else that I end up doing, this might be a kind of decent setup to start with. This retails, I believe it was for $240 US on Amazon. So again, this is not a review, this is just me checking it out. And if you guys want to check it out, I'll put the Amazon link down below to where you can pick it up. I'll also put like my Rode lav mic in case this ends up sounding better, if I like it more. Or if you just want to use it on your camera, because you guys hear what I record with every day. I use a 15-foot extension cable, 3.5 millimeter audio extension cable on my lav mic that runs under my table and goes up to the camera mounted on the wall. That's my normal setup, but that's one less cable I have running here. The only one I have left is the cable that runs my tablet, which is how I control my camera and I'll do all my manual settings and things like that from here, because it is like way up there against my monitor and the wall, and I can't see the back of it. So this helps me with that. So again, this might just be one easy thing that I can totally turn around now and not get tangled up, which is awesome. But the proof is in the pudding on how the audio sounds. If it sounds just as good, which is I'm probably think it's going to be, I can't really think that you can mess up a 10-foot transmission for something like this. There are very, very few cheaper solutions out there. Now granted, this is dual, so it's a little more expensive. Their single one is a few dollars cheaper, which I can also link that down below in case someone wants, oh, a single one. If this sounds good and you want to check out the single one, I can put that there. But I think this has gone long. I think this like first look and testing has kind of gone long enough. So yeah, so I want to just say thank you to Pixel for sending this to me to test out on the channel. I hope to use it in the future in future videos to kind of give it a longer test and just see kind of the longevity of it. How long is it going to last me if I use it on daily use? How long do batteries last? Like, I don't know any of that right now. And again, usually me recording, I record for about 4 hours. So if I can't see these using more than, I should probably get by like 20 or 40 or 50 hours out of 2 AA batteries, in my assumption, but I don't know how much power is required for something like this. Anyways, we're gonna see a lot more of that in the future videos, so I will be sure to mention it when I do use this in a future video, so you guys kind of hear the audio differences. I probably won't be switching mics any more than just what was in this video. So yeah. That's gonna be it. So thanks for checking out this video, guys. Hope it made you decide, or at least gave you a little look into this wireless lav system if you're looking for something. Professional solutions upwards of $1,000, and this being just over $200 is a more budget solution for any amateur makers like me, or amateur YouTubers like me as still, that's looking for some way to get into the market. This might be what it is. But more to come in future videos. So thanks for hanging out, guys. If you like the video, hit the like button. If not, hit that thumbs down. Talk in the comments down below either way what you guys thought about the product or about the way I did the kind of this little look into a piece of tech that I might be using on my channel. If you guys want to help me out, support the channel, become a patron. $1 gets you in the after show and get you access to my Patreon feed. $2 gets you a sticker, and there's some more things in there up the other tiers. Other ways you can help me out, one-time donations or use the affiliate links like to pick this up or any other things I use on my channel. All the links will be down in the video description, so please check those out. Even if you just watch a video, you're awesome. I'll see you guys next time, and happy printing.